Got it. And I'd like to dive deeper into your current stage of development. Paolo, are you sort of what stage are you guys at in terms of the roadmap? What milestones have you guys achieved? And if there's any events coming up that you think would be good to share with our audience, I think now's a good time to share.
Right. So 2023, as I mentioned, this is in general an exciting year for us, packed up with lots of development and product launches. After a bit of silent 2022 when we were working more silently, 2023 is the year to launch. On the other hand, 2024 is starting to look even more challenging with some real life product implementations that we're closing right now. But it will be different kind of challenging, I would say. So this year so far, we have integrated, for example, Microsoft CLU. We have integrated OpenAI's GPT-4 to our AI legal assistant. So in addition to our machine learning algorithms, we also are supporting the AI legal assistant in some areas with the top-notch AI solutions that are on the market. We've launched our private chain on Polygon this year as well, which is also integrated with our AI legal assistant to store contractual confidential data. Our key token utilities will also be available on the Polygon's mainnet. We've also launched a dedicated project, which is basically oriented at legal research, compliance, and contractual design with Grant Thornton for the AA legal assistant. So basically the legal part of development, the legal part of what we're doing with the AA legal assistant is done together with the lawyers from Grant Thornton. We've then delivered a couple of other solutions, like contract reader application, like our contractual blockchain intelligence technology, which basically allows to record contract data on the blockchain. Recently, we've integrated zk-SNARKs for contractual data privacy and certification, which is an awesome real-life implementation of zero knowledge proofs, and it also allows us to get our foot into the door of the zero knowledge proof ecosystem in crypto, and that's what we've been doing for the first half of the year. And then in terms of what's coming, we'll be actually launching our AA legal assistant V1 in Q3, Q4 this year with the beta launch for our community members. As usual, we're going to be having a testing campaign for our community members with some awesome benefits, with some exciting perks to receive when you're testing. And so I encourage you guys to follow our socials just to be there when the beta testing starts. We will also be integrating our VAIOT token payback utility into the AA legal assistant. And then we're also planning to put on the public display the version 2 of the legal assistant in Q4 or Q1 2024. And one of the bigger things is that we're currently working on the first implementation project in one of the EU countries for our AA legal assistant, and also another project that will use the same engine of the AA legal assistant to be used as a public administration or citizen services tool for citizens. And then basically 2024 is purely about product launches. Further versions of the AA legal assistant with further functionalities will be coming in. Integrations, implementations with institutional and private partners in the EU will be coming in. So basically we have this engine that we're going to be implementing to digitize, automate various processes in different European countries and in different European cities, also in terms of citizen services. So we hope that many of you will be able to actually use those services in your everyday life.
And I think now's a good opportunity also to jump deeper into the product you mentioned that you guys will be launching upcoming very soon, which is the AI legal assistant. Can you talk more about what users and community members can be expecting from this?
Right. So, first of all, the AI legal assistant is a solution that provides legal and formal services to the end user. right? In general, big picture. It's built on the assumption that not everyone can afford lawyers, and legal services can be automated and served faster without the necessity to physically go to a local law firm, for example. So our AI assistant is providing 24/7, 365 accessibility via mobile or home device and extremely low costs compared to the traditional legal services. So these are the benefits. This is why we're doing it. Then it is available for consumers, businesses, and citizens. And the use cases that I would like to explain quickly vary slightly for those different user groups. I strongly recommend that you read the article on our Medium about the use cases, which basically breaks them down very deeply. It shows how businesses, how consumers, how citizens will be able to benefit, what kind of use cases you'll be able to see there. And also we'll have a upcoming free video series on our YouTube where I explain different use cases for those different for those different recipients, for those different user groups. In general, the key use cases of our AI legal assistant are the AI-driven, first of all, contract, legal, or formal document analysis. So basically, you can upload a document, be it a letter from authorities, be it a letter from the court, be it the agreement that you're supposed to sign with another party, and the assistant will be able to break it down with a review and certification from a licensed lawyer. Then legal public services research. So whenever you need to understand a legal concept or you need to understand a public administration process, what to do, how to do it, this is also something that the assistant will be able to help you with. Then for businesses, we have the legal / formal document creation and AI-based corporate services such as KYC due diligence, business creation, compliance, corporate changes and fillings. This is something that's a process that can be easily automated and help a lot in the operational processes of a business. And in addition to that, our goal is also to implement the AI legal assistant engine as a tool for automation of the public administration / citizen services. This is something that I mentioned earlier. We're going to start in the EU first, but of course the plan is to expand geographically as we go. And the main aim is to help citizens deal with administrative and formal processes such as immigration applications, dealings with tax authorities, etc., etc. So all the pains, all the issues that most of us have in our everyday life whenever this formal communication with authorities comes in.
Awesome. That sounds extremely exciting. I'd like to also talk a little bit about your integration with zk-SNARKs. Maybe also explain what zk-SNARKs are for those who may not be so familiar in the Twitter spaces we have here today. And how are you guys integrating zk-SNARKs in your solutions?
Right. So zk-SNARKs as part of the zero knowledge proofs, they allow us to basically provide information to another party without revealing all the information, all the data that is related to a given document. This is how we use it in VAIOT solutions. So we basically can provide a whole new layer of privacy and security for our users. You can prove the authenticity of specific parts of your contract, for example, or a document or a formal document to a third party without really revealing the whole thing. So you can basically hide the data that you don't want to show and show the data that you want to show, while also being able to prove that this data is true, valid, etc., etc. So this is a powerful tool for privacy and confidentiality that really hasn't been seen before in this way. It opens up a world of possibilities for use cases where sensitive information needs to be verified, but it cannot be disclosed. It perfectly fits our AI legal assistant because it, well, first of all, creates contracts. It stores contracts. It will have implemented zk-SNARK functions that basically automate also the whole process of sharing, but not revealing sensitive data. So those are the applications, the front-end applications that we're currently developing. The zk-SNARK front-end application will be actually finished hopefully in the next 2 weeks. So we're going to be showing pieces of that and how does it work. As in addition to that, as a GDPR compliant project, obviously VAIOT is legally obliged to maintain a high level of data protection. With zk-SNARKs, this is our commitment to protect our users' data, but it is not about compliance. It is not just about compliance, right? I mean, from users' perspective, user doesn't care if we are, well, doesn't care that much if we are compliant. The user wants to get a value from the usage of a given technology or a given solution. So we genuinely believe in the value of privacy, and we are always looking for innovative ways to improve it. One of the key rules in our product development is the privacy by design, and we want to offer the privacy as a value for our users that they will be able to use in their everyday life. So just an additional perk of using our AI legal assistant to strike contracts, to strike deals with one another, etc., etc.
Got it. And since we're on the topic of technology